Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Second period of action. Funkmaster Redux in green versus the Snake Eyes in gray. The score is currently tied at 1 goal apiece. Both goaltenders putting in overtime today. They're both playing back-to-back games, having played in the X game prior to this game. So we salute their iron will and their resolve and their ability to endure severe heat, because it is hot in those goalie pads. The fans are only there at the benches. Shot! Saved by John Romps. Keith Ingram trying to put his team ahead early in the second period, but not able to do so because John Romps is there for it. Cleared all the way down. Icing is the call. It'll go all the way back into the Funkmaster defensive zone. Funk's getting a line change here. Dan, Emily, Mara, Rob, and Star Princess X, whose name I always forget, so I refer to him as the name that is on the back of his jersey, are out there for the Funks. High shot by Matt Rigotti. Oh, an attempted clear actually went off the Snake Eyes player and on top of the net. Oh, another shot by Matt, but it went high just over the net. I believe it might have gotten deflected. I'm not entirely certain. John Romps telling Chris to settle the puck here. He does. Oh, turned over to Mara. Mara will get a backhand shot and a goal! Mara Duquette with the goal for the Funks. She will put her team ahead by 1. Crucial turnover there by the Snake Eyes leads to the goal. It went right on the tape of Mara's stick. She actually had to backhand it in because she did not catch it on her forehand. John Romps congratulating Mara, telling her nice backhand. So good sportsmanship here all around. Mara's goal puts the Funks up by 1. Lindsay Bittler initially had the puck. It was swiped away from her, and Neil Mosier will pass it to Lindsay. Lindsay with the puck now. Passed it to Star Princess. It almost went in the net, but was just wide of the post. Funks almost coming away with the 2-goal lead there. But instead, the battle will continue in the corner. Now at the boards. Molly keeps it in past Juan. But Juan is able to clear it out on the second attempt. Goes to Lindsay. She has 1 to beat. Star Princess is there. Lindsay tried a centering pass. It was intercepted. Still in the zone, however. Snake Eyes trying to get another goal here. Turned over to Lindsay. Joe initially kept it in. Could not keep it in, though, and that'll force the rush to go the other way. Joe to Lindsay. Lindsay's not able to get a foot on it, but it went to Greg and to Lindsay and back to Greg now. Offside now. Lindsay tried to dump it. Juan is offside. He needs to get back out before the Snake Eyes can do anything. The pass went to Jenna. She stops it and allows Keith to play it. Keith will play it high. Went to Lucy. Lucy will turn around the other way. Keith's behind his own net. He will play it up to Neil. Simon has the puck now. He will take it. He chooses to give to Keith. Keith mishandles the puck there, but is able to get it out right before Lindsay was on his tail. Neil, his pass is intercepted by the Snake Eyes and advanced forward. Goes to Greg. Greg with some nice stick handling moves, but it is finally swiped out from his stick and played forward. Shot there by Lindsay of the Funks. Lindsay not able to get past Joe. Joe and Lindsay battling for it. Pass to center, instead goes on Lucy's stick and then to Lindsay Bittler, but it will go all the way down, and the hustle by Simon and the puck rolling to the opposite end of the court will result in an icing by the Snake Eyes. That's all right, though. It allows Lindsay and Lucy to both come off for a change. Unlike the NHL, ladies and gentlemen, you can change lines on an icing call here in the DCHL. That is one of a few rule variations we have that is different from the majors. Played along the boards, kept in there by Nick Moser. Nick uses his feet there for a second to good effect, but it is finally stolen from him. Emily is able to keep it in though. Simon able to keep it in. No, it's out now. Julie Sullivan with pressure on Keith Ingram. Along the far boards. Chris able to get it out of the zone. Emily will pass it back to Keith, who will pass it to Simon. Simon with the puck now. Pass it back to Keith. Keith will make a move around it. A little hold there, but the refs let it go. No, they do not. Never mind. Ron will take a shot on net. It's not a penalty to do that, but it is poor sportsmanship.
And unsportsmanlike.
Keith wants an unsportsmanlike. I don't think he'll get one, though. The refs will allow a little frustration to occur. That is not worthy of a penalty. They'll go all the way down.
Time to start on the drop.
So the penalty will start on the drop, ladies and gentlemen. Tessa tries to clear it out. He's able to do so. And Jenna will choose to cover it up. So the face-off will happen at Jenna's blocker side. A little frustration from the Snake Eyes, understandable. It's a one-goal game in a playoff game, ladies and gentlemen, so the stakes are high. Jenna chooses to cover it up again. So we'll have another face-off in the exact same spot. Ryan Kelly on skates will drop the puck momentarily. One forward by Keith Ingram. Tessa initially able to keep it in. Keith will take it now. Pass it across to Nick Moser. Lindsay is tripped. I don't know if the refs will call it. It looked like she had stepped on a stick. Shot saved by John Romps. Simon not able to keep it in. Chris had a poke on the puck. Keith Ingram taking it now. Shot. Wide. It is out once again. Snake Eyes icing the puck. Okay, Mike, can you open this thing? Mike, can you open this thing? What? Thanks. Matt will clear it down. I'm not sure how much time is left on the penalty. Simon taking the puck up. Punk's trying to get a last-second shot on. Save by John Romps. Simon was not able to get a stick on it as the puck was just out of his reach. Otherwise, he would have had a prime opportunity. Dan Klein with the puck now. The Snake Eyes penalty has expired. They're at full strength. Juan off his shoulder. He was able to keep it in for a second. Lindsay of the Funks will advance it forward. Jump along the opposing boards. Molly and Lucy battling for the puck now. Molly plays it up to Lindsay. Lindsay tried to play back around the net, could not do so. Lindsay Bittler and Lindsay of the Funks battling against each other. Funks able to keep it in. Shot wide of the net. Lucy Myers clears up the mat. Star Princess is able to keep it in, and there's going to be a hand pass here, so it will go out of the zone. Greg and Dan take the face-off for their respective teams. Won by no one in particular, but the puck was advanced forward. Funks are still off, though. Molly has to get back on. She does not do so in time, and face-off will happen in the exact same spot. Won this time by Dan. Mara will play it back to Star Princess. Star Princess will dump it deep into the zone. No icing here. Joe Riviere had a play on it. Rob Riker has the puck. He's waiting for his team to get back on side. They do. Mara, shot on net that is easily stopped and covered by John Romps. Low and slow. But you still always want to play those shots as fiercely as you would a regular shot, because you never know when those little tricklers will get past you. John Romps knows this, though. He's been goaltending about as long as I've been alive, I'm going to guess, so I'm not saying anything he doesn't already know. Star Princess shot wide of the net. Mara tried to get to Neil Moser, could not do so. Ron goes to Lindsay. Lindsay Bittler trying to win the race here. She does. Rob Riker is able to come away with it. Joe immediately swings it along the far boards to allow his team a chance to touch up. Puck is along the board. Star Princess tried to get a centering pass to Mara. It went high in the sky, though. At Lindsay's feet, she will come away with it. She will play it forward to Greg. Greg dumps it deep. Star Princess up along the boards. This will be icing with 3:30 left in the period. Funk's probably okay with that. Star Princess coming off. A couple other players coming off. Line changes all around, ladies and gentlemen. Both teams taking their positions, waiting for the face-off with much anticipation. It is dropped. Emily tried to play it up, could not do so. It is out of the zone, however. Tessa tries to dump it deep, could not. John Romps initially came out to play it, but he allowed Chris to come away with the puck. Dump deep. Keith Ingram will get to it first. He'll play it forward to Neil Mosier, but it is turned over. Tried to dump it deep, but it went off Julie Sullivan. Little miscommunication there, but no harm, no foul. Simon comes away with it. No, it goes to Matt. Matt is able to dump it along the opposing boards, and Keith will have to retrieve it again. Simon dumps it back to Keith. Julie Sullivan being very aggressive there. Threw her body into Keith Ingram, and that'll be an interference call against Julie.
I know.
So Julie is the offender on this penalty. Snake Eyes will be shorthanded for a time. Face-off will happen all the way back in the Snake Eyes defensive zone. Time continuing to tick down. Not much time left in the period, ladies and gentlemen. 1:40 left and counting. Which means that this penalty by Julie will extend into the third period. The Snake Eyes will be short to start the third. Emily not able to keep it in. Matt tried to intercept it. He managed to poke it away from Keith's grasp for a moment. Grasp, not grasp. Simon able to dump it around. Simon continuing to keep it. Shot saved by John Romps. Nick Mosier had a quality backhand opportunity. Lindsay with a shot. Another save by Romps. Oh, John Romps makes a poking save to prevent another shot on net. What a play by him. Keith makes a move around. Goes to Simon. And Chris will kill that furious rush by the Funks. Outstanding work by John Romps, not giving up on the play, continuing to fight for those saves. He is keeping his team in it. Is all the way down. Juan being aggressive on this PK. Lindsay is able to hit it along the boards for Nick Mosier. Nick, backhand to Emily. Good stick there by Tessa in stopping that shot. Still along the boards. Funks still have it in. 15 seconds. Snake Eyes hoping to survive here until intermission. Again, a miscommunication by the Funks. Shot from the point. John Romps made that save on Keith Ingram as well. And that will do it for the second period of action, ladies and gentlemen. What a way to end the period. The Funkmaster Redux up 2-1 in this contest, putting on a bevy of shots to end that period, but John Romps was able to stop them all.
6-6 on shots.
6-6 is the total for shots on net. Both teams even that period, but it is the Funks that are up by 1. That'll do it for the second period broadcast, ladies and gentlemen. We'll bring you the third and final period of action for this crucial playoff game shortly.